Let's be honest. You've fallen down this algorithm rabbit hole too. 1 minute you're chuckling at a meme about emotional damage, and the next, your screen is flooded with pale wrists clutching weathered poetry books, soft candlelight flickering over velvet chokers, and smudged eyeliner staring directly into your soul. That perfect cocktail of I could ruin your life with one look, and I'll bake you cookies at 3 a.m. while we talk about death. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Goth girls aren't just a passing trend in 2025. They're a full-blown cultural reset. Your feed isn't just serving them up randomly. No, your brain has been trained to crave them. The algorithm knows your taste before you do. Every swipe, every like, every lingering second you spend watching a girl in fishnets light incense in front of an antique mirror, it's data, and that data says you're hooked. But why? Why has a subculture born from cemetery strolls and post-punk playlists hijacked your explore page? Why does the simple sight of a black velvet dress and combat boots make your rational mind glitch like an old VHS tape? We're about to peel back the lace curtain and go deep into the dark psychology of attraction, the social media alchemy that's crafted a new femme archetype, and yes, the secret sexual magnetism that makes goth girls more than just an aesthetic. We'll explore how vulnerability meets power, how mystery becomes currency, and why, in a world obsessed with light, darkness always steals the spotlight. So, buckle up. Light a candle, maybe cue up a Bauhaus track. It's time to uncover why goth girls are the internet's ultimate obsession, and why you secretly never want to be free from it. Chapter 1. The Gothic Renaissance. Goth didn't die. It evolved. It shed its skin like a beautiful black-clad serpent and emerged sharper, smarter, and eerily more self-aware. Your grandma's goth was Susie Sue, all leather, latex, and eyeliner, pointed enough to sever generational trauma. Your mum's goth? That was more core rebellion. Lip piercings, the crow quotes, and enough manic panic dye jobs to stain the bathtub and your teenage soul. But 2025 goth, she's a renaissance unto herself. She's a PhD candidate who annotates 18th century surgical textbooks in between dream journaling sessions. She handcrafts incense from ethically sourced myrrh, knows the Latin names of poisonous plants by heart, and gives TED Talk-level rants on how Dracula reinforces heteronormative control, all while applying winged liner so sharp it could double as a scalpel. She's not just a vibe, she's a thesis. We're living in a modular aesthetic age. And social media? It didn't just catch on, it optimized goth culture. The look is no longer confined to shadows and spiked collars. It's been broken down, reassembled, and memified for mass consumption. Goth is now a buffet of identities. You've got soft goths who read Anne Rice in bed under fairy lights, pastel goths who blend the macabre with kawaii, health goths hitting the gym in black compression sets, doing deadlifts to Bauhaus, cyber goths raving like it's 2099, trad goths gatekeeping vinyl like sacred texts. Every shade of black has its niche. And the algorithm? Oh, it's clairvoyant. It doesn't just serve you goth, it curates it. It knows you're craving more than a look. You want aesthetic depth and emotional resonance. You want someone who could cast a hex, but would rather cook you rosemary bread while reading Frankenstein aloud. That's why goth girlfriend ASMR isn't just trending, it's dominating. Because it's not about being edgy, it's about being enchanted. It's the mix of stillness and storm, comfort wrapped in velvet, a lullaby whispered in a haunted house. She's folding your laundry, but quoting Poe while she does it. It's gothic domesticity. It's gothcore intimacy. It's the new romantic ideal for the chronically online, and it's irresistible. Chapter 2. The Dark Psychology of Attraction. Here's where it gets juicy. This isn't just about fishnets and eyeliner. This is biology, mythology, and internet brain chemistry all rolled into one black lace glove. You're not just attracted to goth girls because of how they look. You're reacting to something deeper, older, stranger, something primal. Let's talk about the contradiction. She wears a choker that screams danger, rebellion, bite me, but over it, A cozy librarian cardigan, maybe even some wireframe glasses that suggest she grades papers on Gothic literature in candlelight. Your brain short-circuits, not because it's confused, but because it's delighted. This is the dopamine jackpot. She's danger wrapped in softness, chaos with a quiet voice, a threat that also smells faintly of sandalwood and speaks fluent Sylvia Plath. Your lizard brain doesn't stand a chance. It leans in, tail twitching, whispering, "You're safe," but not really.
But it goes even deeper than instinct. There's a reason her shadow feels familiar. Because for centuries, society taught us to fear women who looked like this. Too intense, too intuitive, too in tune with death and decay. The witches, the outcasts, the ones who didn't smile on command or take communion with the rest of the village. We used to burn them. Now, we follow them, we boost their reels, binge their YouTube tarot readings, and post thirst comments under their moonlit makeup tutorials. The same archetype that was once silence now thrives, and your attraction? It's more than lust, it's rebellion. It's centuries of repression snapping back like an elastic band. You don't just want her, you want to join her. But maybe the most intoxicating pull isn't fear or history, it's the illusion of salvation. Don't lie. A small, hopeful part of you thinks, I could fix her. You saw Wednesday Addams smile once, just once, and suddenly believed you could be the exception, the one person who makes her laugh, the one she chooses to show softness to, and maybe she will. Maybe she'll read your birth chart, share her annotated copy of Wuthering Heights, and let you hold her hand during a thunderstorm. Or maybe she'll ghost you mid-Mercury retrograde and write a poem about your tragic lack of emotional depth. Either way, you're hooked, not just by aesthetics, but by the fantasy, the myth of the broken goddess who lets you into her haunted temple. Because at the end of the day, it's not just eyeliner and poetry, it's mystery, it's transgression, it's the magnetic pull of someone who lives where light meets shadow, someone who makes you feel like danger is delicious and heartbreak might just be worth it. Chapter 3. Sex, Death, and Instagram Reels. 2025's goth sexuality isn't loud, it's lethal. It's a masterclass in tension, in the fine art of giving nothing and everything all at once. Fishnets whisper touch me, but the deadpan stare, the resting witch face, the perfectly timed eye roll, that's the warning label. It says try it. I dare you. And you poor, mesmerized creature, are caught somewhere between arousal and existential crisis. See, the goth girl doesn't ask for attention. She bends it toward herself like gravity. And it's not random, it's calculated. Studies even back it up. Goth fashion, all black layers and elongated silhouettes, creates illusions that play directly into your subconscious triggers. Corsets amplify the waist-to-hip ratio. Platform boots stretch the figure into something almost alien, statuesque, unattainable. Add in pale skin, high contrast, sharp eyeliner wings that cut through your soul, and suddenly she's not just a person, she's an event, she's an omen. Your biological programming doesn't know whether to flirt or flee. But the true seduction, it's in the power dynamic. Goth girls don't just radiate confidence, they weaponize elegance. While the rest of social media is emotionally hemorrhaging on camera, she posts a single black and white photo of a wilted rose with no caption, no hashtags, no context. Your brain spirals trying to decode it. Is she mourning someone? Is it aesthetic irony? Is this a breakup post or a promo for her zine? You don't know. You never will. And that unknowing, that's the trap. You're hooked on the mystery. You want more, but she only gives you fragments. Curated, quiet, cold to the touch. And yet it's intimate in a way that oversharing never could be. She's not broadcasting her soul. She's letting you project yours onto her. Now, congratulations. You're in a full-blown parasocial relationship with someone who listens to Bauhaus, journals in runes, and might have just hexed you through a glitchy 15-second reel. This is Sex and Death, in perfect algorithmic form. Alluring, aesthetic, unknowable. The goth girl doesn't need to say she's powerful. She just is. In a world that overshares and overstimulates, she chooses to remain mythic. And that's the most erotic thing of all. Final chapter. Why this won't fade. Goth isn't just surviving 2025, it's thriving, flourishing, morphing into something both ancient and aggressively modern. In an era where everything is polished, optimized, and filtered through AI perfection,
Goth girls are offering something that feels radical, real. They aren't selling you performative positivity or fake it till you break down sunshine. They're not trying to be digestible, brand safe, or smiley for engagement metrics. They're bringing back what the internet has tried desperately to flatten: authentic darkness. And no, not the fake, edgy kind that comes with a brand deal. We're talking soul-deep, literary, blood-on-lace kind of darkness. The kind that smells like rain on gravestones and sounds like a Mazzy Star lyric whispered at midnight. In a world screaming for attention, she speaks in silence. In a timeline obsessed with good vibes only, she's sipping black tea, underlining lines in Wuthering Heights about love so intense it's destructive. While every influencer competes to outshine the next with beach sunsets and green smoothies, she's giving you shadow, layered, textured, vulnerable. And that vulnerability, that quiet strength, that rejection of toxic optimism, it resonates because deep down, we're tired of pretending we're okay all the time. Goth girls don't hide the pain. They aestheticize it, they own it, they make it wearable. And in doing so, they become a new kind of archetype, one that isn't afraid to be too much, too strange, too intense. In a landscape full of plastic smiles and pre-packaged identities, she offers the one thing no algorithm can truly replicate: beautifully flawed, poetic humanity with killer eyeliner. So the next time you catch yourself watching yet another reel of a girl lighting a candle with one hand and holding a skull in the other, captioned morning coffee versus midnight summoning circle, don't panic, don't scroll away in shame. You're not broken, you're not weird, you're just responding to something deep inside you, something ancient, something honest. It's biology, it's culture, it's aesthetic, but more than anything else, it's the irresistible allure of someone who doesn't just look different, she feels different. Someone who'd rather burn with passion than fade politely into the light.